Okay, what's up, guys? Admittedly, low effort video here, just kind of recapping the training clips I have from the past week. Pretty busy with school, so I don't have time to make something a little bit more elaborate. But as always, I would like to give some insight into my training. I'm kind of in the middle of my strength block. Finished up my hypertrophy block about 2 weeks ago, halfway into my strength block now. So this was from the Sunday prior to this one. I hit 555 for 10 on my squat. Felt pretty easy, had a bit more in the tank. And this is a new 10 rep max, though I've been capable of this set for a while, so it was a little bit less meaningful than it could have been, but certainly a good indicator lift for me. Generally speaking, I see a pretty direct correlation between my higher rep strength and those upper end numbers, which isn't necessarily the case for everyone. Here is 435 for 8 on the bench, both on the squat and on the bench. I have transitioned from doing multiple submaximal straight sets, as I do during my hypertrophy phase, to more of a top set and back down approach. I find the straight sets during the hypertrophy phase lets me just accumulate that much more volume, and I do generally see a bit more growth when compared to that top set back down approach, which I take for these strength and hypertrophy phases, which has always treated me quite well. After my bench, I hit this 265 for 7 overhead press. About the same as I can do standing, so finally catching up to my standing numbers with my seated. Here's a 615 for 3 deadlift. Not overly proud of this. I think those of you who follow me on Instagram know I've pulled 765 sumo and 755 conventional, so far cry from my best, but kind of easing back into bare hand mixed grip conventional. Just a motion I haven't done in a while. Hit some tempo split squats after that. And then here was my second bench day of last week. 2 days, so 1 day separating from the 435 for 8, so 440 for 6. Pretty good set for me. Also a PR. Kind of sandbagged it because my pec was a little dicey. Hit a really quick little 300 for 1 seated overhead press. I've done that for a couple reps standing, so not outstanding, but it's the most I've done on the seated overhead press. Here was my secondary squat session. By this point in the week, this is Thursday, I did my heavy squats on Sunday, did my deadlifts on Tuesday. By this point in the week, I am pretty beat to shit. I train 6 days a week, which, at times like this, I feel is a little suboptimal, but it's the way I prefer to train. So I kind of sandbag my second squat day a little bit, make it a little bit more of a sub-maximal day to just accumulate some more volume. The caption on this is wrong, so that is not 505 for 3. That is 565 for 3 off the blocks. The only reason I'm pulling off blocks in the second day is I have generally unfavorable leverages for the deadlift, and block pulls allow me to do a 2 times deadlift frequency that I might not necessarily be able to do from the floor. Here is 255 for 9 overhead press. This set was a shit show. By the end of the week, I was pretty fried. Had to come in at 9 at night, no caffeine because I wanted to sleep. Hit the rack. Really would have liked a cleaner 10 there. Feel I was prepped for it, but live and learn. Had some school stuff come up. My car wouldn't start, so bit of an off day, but still got a little rep PR in there. And then here was my top set from today. So 1 week after that 555 for 10, I hit 584. Thought it was 585. I thought I was using the 45-pound bar, but it's the 44 one, the 20 kilo bar. I believe this is a 1 rep PR regardless of bar placement. With my new mid-bar position, this is certainly a PR, but I think it beats my old low bar numbers by 1 rep as well.